because apparently, standing in this neighborhood in the suburbs of Detroit, surrounded by flatness and cell phone towers, it's hard to maintain a signal. Some amazing reason. Where I make a video that I believe is way more evidence. Like, there's way more evidence that it's a lie than even anything even just remotely true. The history, the building of the Pentagon. It's not even remotely true. And the thing is, who can you ask? You know anybody that was in their 20s or so? 10 years old? Prior to 1941? Who lived in that area can be like, yeah, there was no Pentagon there.
My blood just wants to say hello to you. My fear is warm.
Some dumbass like me shouldn't be able to make good arguments why the Pentagon narrative isn't. This is the Pentagon. We're talking about the fucking Pentagon. The headquarters of the United States Defense Department. Like, clearly, it's such a weird feeling, right? Because you're indoctrinated, with you have to know the American history in order to get your paycheck, right? As a kid, you don't get your paycheck if you don't know the history. And the paycheck is your grades, which lead to your freedom, which lead to your, all that stuff. Your parents, you don't get good grades, you're grounded. It's your paycheck. You're not supposed to question it. And so I'm given this narrative of cowboys and Indians and slaves and all this bullshit that I can't fucking prove. Native American genocides and all this bullshit. It just doesn't make any sense. Go look at the transatlantic cable system and you tell me how that makes sense. Something as simple as right in front of you, right out right in your face. A lot of us have these old school, lighting. Everybody used to have one of these lights in front of their house for some reason. Just get with the program, right? Shouldn't I? So you look up the history of gas lighting, not gaslighting, and you find out that, according to history, the Chinese were using gas to light and heat their homes as early as 500 BC, running gas lines that were made of bamboo. And yet Western society was so stupid, they couldn't figure it out until, 1850s, when everything seems to just sort of come out of nowhere. Why would that ever make sense to anyone? This is just insane.
Take me with you. Take me with you. And I am.
Guys, this is nuts. I'm so shocked. And again, I guess I'm not. Because the thing I've been saying for quite some time now, the My Lunch Breaks, the Lucius Aurelians, the people that are allowed to have these huge feeds where they actually get paid from YouTube, and they're somehow really, really proficient at making visually aesthetic videos. They don't do a live feed. They actually create videos that they then post and you know, they're perfect. They're theatrical quality videos, and they're allowed to have huge feeds. And not only do they not talk about what they're not supposed to talk about, they tell you how they're not going to talk about it. Don't want to mention these people, and if I do, I'm going to back it up by saying, no, I'm not saying I'm anti-Semitic or anything. I just want to make sure everybody knows I'm still kissing Jewish ass. Guys, make this make sense.
You shouldn't go, but you're retching, dragging, shaking me. Turn off the sun,
It just,
pull the stars from the
it's fucking
sky.
crazy.
The more I give to you,
It's crazy, dude. Guys, come on. When do you put down all of the things that you're given? All of the distractions that you're given that keep us from unifying? And just look at things from a logical perspective. You know, like I say, those two guys, the fact that the ones that are allowed to have the monumental feeds, that are allowed to have all of the views and allowed to have the videos that don't get demonetized, they're paid by YouTube. Is it any real surprise that they've never done the Pentagon? All the other buildings you've talked about in your series, and not one of them is the Pentagon? That took 14 months to build? 15 months if you include the planning. Shit is wild. It just doesn't make any sense. Well, it does make sense when you say it was here beforehand and we're just being lied to. Then yes, it makes sense. I just can't believe no one has a clue and they don't care. They have no clue. I mean, again, as long as you get to go to heaven, as long as your family's not the one that's in danger, as long as you have that illusion of security and you're allowed to live check to check, barely getting by, yeah. As long as it doesn't affect you. But then as soon as it affects you, you wonder why everybody's treating you the same way you've treated everything else. You expect everyone to drop what they're doing to help you, but you never dropped what you were doing to help anything else. It's shocking, man. And the thing is, I encourage selfishness. I encourage true selfishness. True selfishness is me wanting my wife, myself, my wife, and my children to live the happiest, healthiest, safest lives we can. And the only way that can happen is if everyone else is living the healthiest, happiest, safest lives they can live. It's the only way it works.
TBG. And I am grateful. Very, very grateful.
I just don't know what to say, man. I feel like I provide you guys all the receipts I can. I try to prove myself wrong. Today, with the Pentagon, I didn't look into the Pentagon. I don't look at things on purpose unless I'm lying. Like yesterday, I heard the whole Snake Eyes narrative, and so I wanted to look it up, but I wanted you guys to be there, so it's organic. And lo and behold, Snake Eyes fits what the narrative says, right? Same thing with the Pentagon. I want you guys to be here so you can tell me what I'm actually wrong about. And of course, there's just not, like, you have to be a fucking moron to buy that it took 14 years to build, or it took 14 months to build the Pentagon and 13 years to renovate it.
Like who's in control of the high school? Where joy is nothing more than a mutilation show, as tradition implores the rabbi to blow. Who's damming the flow of Islamic tolerance? Whose
It's
mercy
fucking
is
crazy.
to be less than obvious? Who inflates how the dollar spends? And God, do you trust them? And would you still deny common sense if the Fed's heads were all
No.
Muslim?
You know, and you see it everywhere. Like I said, you see
You're not supposed to pay attention. Attention.
the illusion is crumbling everywhere.
You're not allowed to mentions the time we live in. When best
You know,
intentions tend to
the
lead
thing is, if you're actually looking,
then lessons read as
like it's one thing if you're just coasting on autopilot. You're just another NPC, right?
write the history.
But if you just look into it a little bit,
Answers to the mystery.
don't just rely on people like me or YouTube videos. Look into the history itself that they want you to know. You don't have to find the alternative history, the alternative history. You always hear that term. You don't have to look at that shit.
Like Halloween's a pagan trick.
All you have to do is
Endless joy. Like Christmas scream.
look at what they want you to know and see if it makes sense.
Refusing to see the extent of the poison Floyd and believe. Like oil on seeds or cane without able.
Why am I the only person I can even think of that's openly fighting for Jewish children of all people? I'm fighting for Jewish children. I'm not fighting for everyone else right now. I mean, the reality is the whole Israel Hayom thing, that gets exposed. Well, that only protects Jewish children. Exposing it does. How come nobody else is doing that? And when I do start actually talking about the problem in the Jewish society and the violation of their children, they're the ones that attack me the most. This is like when you try talking about slavery just being a narrative. It's not real. They didn't do that. Or the Native American genocide not being real. You know who gets mad at you the most when you talk about slavery not being real? Black people. For some strange reason, they want to have been slaves. When you talk about the Handy Sook thing, and you say, you know what? I don't believe all those children died. Everybody gets mad at you. Like it's a better narrative that all the children died. But isn't it better that it's a fucking operation, that it didn't actually happen? Isn't that the better outcome? Isn't that the better narrative? I would much prefer that they lied to us than those actual children were killed. And that just goes across the board, man. Anytime they tell you some shit, isn't it better that it didn't actually work out the way they say it did? On a physical level. On the mental level, the idea that the American government, combined with the Israeli government, continuously abuse us and manipulate us, well, that shit sucks. But when you're talking about it from a loss of life standpoint, I would much rather it all just be theater. I've talked about TWA Flight 800 a bunch of times on here. 270 some people, 280, whatever it was, something like that, died. Am I to believe that all of those people that died, not one of them is related to someone like me, who is leading a movement for trying to expose the lies that we were given regarding that shit? You know, pissed off that my family was used in this way and killed and blah, 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 and then the investigation. Not a single fucking family member. And you can say that about everything. Whether it's Vegas, whether it's San Bernardino. I mean, I don't even know who the fuck the San Bernardino victims were. Am I to believe that every single extended family member of the San Bernardino bullshit believes the government narrative? That makes zero sense. Lunch break. Definitely be watching this weekend. Dude, you should watch the previous video about the Pentagon. I believe I've sufficiently, by just using what we're supposed to know, I've sufficiently disproven the Pentagon narrative. You know? Where are all of the 9/11 victims' families? 2,996 people from the towers. 3,000 something when you include the other shit. All of those family members, extended cousins, nephews, nieces, grandchildren, whatever it is, none of them are a Guy Williams? Not one of them? How's that possible? And think about it, just Oklahoma City. Think about all the people that were killed in Oklahoma City, all the parents of the 42 some babies that were killed. 47, I don't remember. None of those people had other kids that are devastated that they never got to meet their brother or sister because they were killed in this thing. And the story's just bullshit. Pulse nightclub shooting, you know, the Pulse nightclub shooting was the deadliest shooting prior to Las Vegas shooting. Where the fuck are all the relatives of the Pulse nightclub shooting? And the bullshit narrative that we've been given regarding that thing. And just take it back all the way. Waco, no relatives of Waco people, no Jim Jones relatives. None of the relatives of any of those people are out there doing what I do. Instead, we get pieces of shit like Dan Blazarian, who say a lot of the right things, but then are diehard Christians. Like Jews didn't invent Christianity. How can you be so smart like Dan Blazarian and look into so many different things and be able to see the Jewish connections to everything else, but then when it comes to Christianity, you're like, no, Jesus was, I think, a Palestinian. How does that stupidity work out? How does it justify itself?
2016, clean my clock. My season stock say.
I mean, it's just,
I'm Jerry O'Connell, and next
it's dumb. By the way, let's because I know Matt has to get going here in a second. So, Matt, you got to hear the newest jam.
Pointing out my shortcomings, aborted while running, my feet hit the ground, sounding like thunder having...
This is a song that, there's a lot of Christmas songs out there, and, not too many Hanukkah songs. So I rewrote a song for all those, little Jewish kids who don't get to hear any Hanukkah songs. Here we go. If you wear a yarmulke and you celebrate Hanukkah, what could be the funica of celebrating Hanukkah? Hanukkah is a celebration of circumcision. The Maccabee Revolution was one awful decision. When you start to notice that they all seem to be cult members, here's a list of people who are Jewish that are ritual sex offenders. Clearly Donald Trump lights the menorah. That's why he's so with his better chosen diaspora. Guess who ate blood libel as her son pulled off the con? A dirty rat like Fievel, no one less than Hitler's mom. Biden doesn't have to be Jewish to be a Zionist. Just like Hillary Clinton, they're both on the APAC list. You don't need to look too hard to find the snake that's in the grass. Netanyahu, to say the Smolders, Ben Gavir can kiss my ass, all terrorists. Guy Williams, not a Jew. But guess who is? Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Maxwell, number 2, face deaths. 85% of Congress is under Israel's control, which is why they're never honest when it's time to pay the toll. Some people think that it's a slur and we should cower to say 0.183% has all the money and the power. There are so many Jews controlling Hollywood, so it's no wonder actors say that all that fame's not really good. Everyone and their mama-cuz know they're who's dropping bomba-cuz. This should send alarm-a-cuz like Moyles and Brit Malanica. We don't drink gin and tonica, but smoke that marijuana-ca. You really, really should wanna-ca to happily obliterate Hanukkah.
So good. So good. I can't wait for the video. It's coming, don't worry. I think it's because you don't like the words. No, I mean, there's that, but of course, I always consider it third album syndrome, right? That's what I call it. So, when Led Zeppelin dropped Led Zeppelin 3, right? If you were a huge Led Zeppelin fan, you ran out and bought that album expecting to hear this wall of sound. And then you put it on and it was some country sounding shit. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And I bet you would be like kind of disappointed. And then a month later, a week, 2 later, whatever, you're at your buddy's house and you're just hanging out. And you're like, hey, what is this? And they're like, dude, this is the Zeppelin 3 album. You haven't heard this yet? And you're like, well, I guess I had, but I went into it with such expectations that when it didn't sound like what I expected, I turned away. That's not what I like. That's not what I'm used to. Well, you've never heard anything like what we do. So if you go into it with all these expectations, it's going to be like standard hip hop or some shit like that. You're going to be wrong. But of course, I mean, does anybody think that the Bear Jew is going to like my Hanukkah song? No. Of course they're not. Why would they? It's not made for them. It's like I can't listen to Taylor Swift, right? Taylor Swift is writing songs about guys they're mean, blah, blah. Why would I listen to that shit? I can't relate to that shit. Half the reason why I don't even like hip hop anymore. Like there's the hip hop that has the nostalgic feel, you know. But when I sit back and I listen to it, like I listen to Dr. Dre and shit, I gotta not listen to the words because it's fucking stupid. All those old rap songs are all stupid. They might be written really, even Eminem songs, you know. A lot of them they're amazing. Eminem's an amazing lyricist. Other than Revival is one of the greatest albums of all time. But other than Revival, it's just, it's nonsense. Most of the songs are about how great he is and how he doesn't get the respect he thinks he deserves. Like, dude, how many songs can you make like that?
Nothing says I'm innocent like blocked investigations. Nothing says we're giving in like accepting sanitation. Is what the greatest nation tells the goy they're born to swallow. Epstein's lawyers are amazing. They gave the dump in Orange Tomorrow.
Orange Tomorrow. They gave the dump in Orange Tomorrow. Guys, It's happening. Like, it's funny. You can either be one of these people 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I don't know if you have kids or not, but if you do, that'll be able to tell your kids you were on the right side of history the whole time. Or you can be one of those people that think, oh, I jumped on the bandwagon. We're there, man. It's happening. It doesn't matter what these fucking piece of shits want. Right? Gave you a dislike and report you every time you talk. Oh, well, I would imagine you're a dumb broad. That's what you have to do. You're not smart enough to actually debunk anything I say, so you cry. I'm going to tell the IDF on you. I'm going to tell the IDF. Fucking dumbasses. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine. I'm such a fucking inferior coward, and I know it. That I don't, I don't engage. I'm just gonna tell on you. I'm gonna tell on you. You're smarter than me. I'm gonna tell on you. You're a dumb Christian. Gotcha. You're even worse. You're a dumb Christian who's raising a bunch of dumb piece of shit kids too, huh? That sucks. You got a family of 4. We've got 4 more, you little piece of shits running around. That sucks. I hope your kids aren't as dumb as you, but I would assume they are. Apples don't fall far from trees, It's got to be weird, man. Okay, don't believe in fantasy, but believe there's a sky daddy up there. I know Dad doesn't live a very Christian life, but still. Dislike and report you for telling the truth. Good thing. Well, it's of course. This is your typical Christian, right? Your typical Christian admits to being as stupid as they can. Right? It's right there. They're telling you. These aren't the turn the other cheek, Christian. Why aren't they trying to tell me what I'm getting wrong? How come these dumb Christians never seem to be able to engage? You don't have faith. You don't just believe what you're told like me does. It's delusion. You're right. It's brainwashed delusion. And it's the last acts of a desperate man. This is one of these dumbasses who's got this real loud fucking bark. Yo, knock your fucking head out, blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as you start fighting, they fall down. They're just stupid. And stupidity makes people say stupid things. When you believe in something stupid, you have no choice. If you're going to regurgitate the stupidity you believe, you're going to sound stupid. That's just how this works. That's why they engineered you to believe that way. That's why all of you Christians don't believe as Christians you're your Christian God's chosen people. You believe a completely different religion that hates you, that looks down on you, looks around their noses at you. You believe those are your Christian God's chosen people. This is your typical dumbass Christian, making more typical dumbass Christians. It's terrible. I feel so bad for their kids, man. Just the stupidity that they're being like programmed with before they even get started. Make sure you're a good slave. Make sure you're a good slave. Don't you dare talk about the pedophilia now.
Why can't we? Weinstein didn't kill himself. No, Weinstein didn't kill himself.
I figured Weinstein would have suicided by now. But instead, he got fucking pardoned. He got let out. His case got overturned. Fucking insane. It's fucking insane.
is your small town. Your prom gown's your future wedding dress. The amount of stress is best addressed by professionals. Yet the infectious pull to not be your mother smothers your
You guys gotta, we have to see what's going on. We really do. We have to open our fucking eyes. We have to see it for what it is, not what they want us to see. Because if the goal is control and obfuscation, and then we see what they want us to see, well, we're seeing what we're obscuring ourselves. We're obfuscating ourselves. We're attacking ourselves whenever we start to see something different. And of course, look at these dumb Jews. Look at how they come in here just desperate. The only thing you'll ever find when you start talking about Jews is that they're going to call you mentally ill, a drug addict, whatever. They won't actually address what you're saying. They won't deny it. They never deny it. I haven't had any Jews come in here and be like, no, it's not pedophilic. It's beautiful. Nothing. Everybody needs to look up Metitza Bapeh, METZITZIA B''Peh. If you think that's fucking real, if you think that's okay, then, you should go to Israel with them in 2028 when I become president. And I make that cult illegal. It needs to be illegal. The Irish are funny. Right? What's the number one Irish thing? Right? When you think about Irish, what does everybody think of? If you know the history of the Irish, you know that according to the narrative, they were the white black people. They were the whites that were mistreated the most, especially by the Jews. And if you look at the only Irish thing, the only Irish holiday, the only real Irish thing is that the thing where everybody gets pissed drunk. Kiss me, I'm Irish, woo! And everybody drinks a bunch of fucking chemical beer, dyed green. Could that make you Irish? We were the first slaves. Facts. Bullshit. You couldn't have been the first slaves. Slaves have gone on forever, according to the narrative. I don't buy any of it. It's all dumb. It's just dumb. The idea of slaves is dumb. I don't buy it. I don't buy the narrative we're given. But Irish people, the only thing, it's like black people being given February, the shortest, coldest month, as Black History Month. Just slap in the face kind of bullshit. It's what they do. Yay, the Irish thing is St. Patrick's Day, and everybody just gets shit-faced, drinking poison, dyed with more poison. Yeah. Don't worry, the revenue generators will be there to arrest you for it. The Italians, what's the Italian thing? The most Italian thing is mobsters. When I was younger, I used to not understand, why were Italians so weird about the whole mobster thing? Now I get it now, totally. I totally get it. Yeah, you might be a Jew with that curly hair. Yep, because only Jews have curly hair. That wouldn't be a happy thing. Show me the happy with straight hair. I'd love to see it. Naturally straight hair. I'm going to report you for this kind of everything you said to me until I see results. Aw. Look at the dumb Christian. Thank you for continuing to prove my point, dumb Christian. Look how desperate this is. I'm telling on you. You know more about my thing than I do. I'm telling. I don't know my stuff. I can't actually, I don't know anything about what it says. I just like the supremacy aspect of things. So stupid, man. You're just so stupid. I really want to work and chill, I promise I'll see you. No, you won't. You and your dumb kids are nothing. Go fuck yourself, you dumb piece of shit. You piece of shit kids that you're raising. Your piece of shit whore wife. All of you can suck all the dicks. Oh, I bet you don't like that, do ya? I promise I'll see you later. You won't. You won't do anything. Look at all you. I'm gonna fight you people. I'm not smart enough to argue with you, so I want to fight you. Only Charlie Kirk is allowed to have free speech, not you. You can have free speech unless you talk bad about Charlie. They're just fucking stupid, man. They're just stupid. And it's like we've been designed, we've been made this way. Why do you think we were given Christianity? Right? Why do you think we were given Christianity? And told we should believe this thing that makes them the superior beings, even though they're not. They're inferior in every fucking way. If I'm so predictable, shouldn't you be able to debunk what I'm saying then? Because you know what I'm going to say, so you should educate yourself. Knowing that I'm going to say the same things and come at me with how I'm wrong. Isn't that weird? I'm so predictable and you still can't debunk what I'm saying. Funny how that works. So you're a hypocrite, just saying other people are inferior, but they're inferior, T-H-E-I-R, inferior for saying you're inferior. You almost got it right. Almost. Almost. Oh, he has God on his side. How can you prove that God isn't working through me? All of you Christians out there, how do you know that God doesn't hate all of the religious bullshit that's done in its name? Especially doesn't hate the idea of the Abrahamic religions and the slavery bullshit, especially all the pedophile stuff. How can you prove that your God isn't speaking through me? Prove it. I'd love it. Right? Let's see if you guys can answer this one. I'm trying to throw you as many alley-oops as I can. And you just can't slam it, can you? I'm really not a Christian. Oh, now here we go, backtracking. I was just raised Christian and really just a retired gangster that would really show you a man and blah, 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 blah. Just keep hiding me on the screen, little fella. Oh, look how mad he is. His tiny little pecker. His tiny little pecker's all puckered up. Puckered up his little pecker. Oh, I'm a retired gangster. Oh. I bet you are. I bet you are. Backtracking. I know I said I was a father and a Christian, but now I'm going to say I'm not really a Christian. I guess you just lost all your credibility, didn't you? Enough of your whining voice. What a child when you're alone. Yep, I'm alone. You are not God or Jesus Christ. I didn't say I was. God or Jesus Christ incarnated. Because of what is spewing out of your mouth, that would never come from the loving Jesus and the Holy Trinity. And also, your words contradict the Bible. See, you don't understand what was said to you, do you? Are you really that dumb that you can't understand what's being said? How can you prove that God isn't working through me, not incarnated, reincarnated, but it doesn't hate the Bible, doesn't hate all of the bullshit associated with your fucking crazy cult bullshit? How can you prove that I'm not what you know, he's not working through me? How can you prove that this isn't exactly what God said? Matter of fact, your stupid Jesus actually said a lot of the same shit I say. Your stupid Jesus was killed supposedly because he was opposing the Jewish rule. So how do you know? How can you prove that it's not God? Is words contradicting the Bible? Because the Bible preaches of constant love and love towards Israel, his people, if he hates Israel. So you mean the Jews that wrote the Bible, because the Bible's from 1611 according to the narrative, right? It was commissioned in 1611. But the book that they wrote that puts them in charge, well, that, again, you're just too stupid to understand the concept, right? How do you know God likes the Bible? How do you know that's not just some bullshit that was, that's taking advantage of the belief? How do you know? God doesn't do anything, right? You're Y-O-U-R, a lonely loser. Have a bad day. You're Y-O-U-R. Gosh, I wish I was smart like you. God is a concept created by humans to explain the concept of awe. And you told you, dummy, because you contradict the Bible. No, you're not understanding. What proof do you have that the Bible is real? That the Bible is what God wants? Other than the Bible says so, what proof do you have? You're not very smart. I get it. I get it. Let's see if we can come on, rub those brain cells together. See if you can make a little spark happen. Prove that guy, son of Guy, with the born on Christmas, to Mary, the daughter of Joseph and Margaret Magdalena, and Guy, both born on the same day, same year, summer solstice. Created Guy, the son of Guy, with my bronzy skin and woolly hair. How can you prove that I'm not representing what God truly wants? He never said he were the smartest man in the world. Do you say? Yeah, of course they do. That's their best thing. Like they're acknowledging that I'm a lot smarter than they are. God is a dream of the perfect human. Not really. God's a motherfucker, dude. God is an ass. See, this is what I mean. You know that Christians don't know their Bible when the Bible preaches nothing but love. No. The Bible is a pretty fucking awful, disgusting book that's all about genocide. All about killing. All about, really sick shit. Marrying children and all this other shit. I am so much better than you. You are correct. I do not mind saying that at all. I am better than every pedophile out there, for sure. Your God is electricity. I don't even bother with it. It's dumb. If you talk about God, then you're talking about Judeo-Christians, because they're the ones that made it one God. If you're saying gods, well, then we have to ask where those gods came from, who created that shit, and you'll never get any answers. Who cares about some stupid ass God? Seriously. We have children being raped by clergy. We have genocide taking place as we speak.
And the black community are so much like a black hole that they suck the energy from every planted seed, since voting's an illusion. No one protests who commands these things lost in plan black confusion.
Because your address is spreading everywhere. It's not good. Yep, okay. Okie dokie. Now we're getting to the threats, because again, we can't actually address what's being said. So now I'm supposed to be scaled. I'm supposed to be scaled into not saying it. Come get shot. I dare any of you to come get shot. Please come get shot. You show up at my shit, I am entitled to defend myself and my family, especially when all I'm getting is threats. So I have, I'm in fear of my life. Shoot you. You damn fabbit. I'm trying to look out for you, sure, sure, sure. You're looking out for me, says the dumb piece of shit Jew. Come on. You're a piece of shit. I don't need people like you looking at me. Or looking out for me. We're gonna eliminate your shit altogether, so don't worry about it. I hope you guys see what's going on here. I hope you guys see how stupid Christians insist on making themselves look. Claiming I'm so predictable, claiming this, but then they just fall apart. When questioned, they fall apart. When questioned, they act like they can't even understand the question. Because the Bible says so. Because the Bible says so. I can prove it. I can prove the Bible because the Bible says so. Duh. Duh. I can prove the Bible because the Bible says so. Yeah, McDonald's says McDonald's is the best, so that means McDonald's is the best, right? Duh. Duh. Throw your address. I'm gonna come fight you. You wouldn't even if I put my address, you wouldn't show up because you're a bitch. You're a dumb bitch. Remember that. Remember that always. While you're still acknowledging that you're a dumb slave, you're a bitch. And there's nothing you're gonna do. They're just stupid, man. They're just stupid. This is what stupidity looks like when it realizes how stupid it is. You know, these are your typical Christians. As soon as they find themselves in a spot where they're looking stupid, now they suddenly want to fight. You know, they're just dumb, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to think that somehow this controls things. That because of this belief structure, this organization is allowed to rape children and traffic children all over the place. It's just disgusting, man. It's amazing that, you know, it's such a self-policing mechanism, but it shows the flaws in itself when it tries to police itself. You'll never, ever, ever have a Christian that comes on here and makes any sort of sense. They don't even try. They cry, but they don't, there's nothing they can do or say. You can't make fun of other religions the same way. I can make fun of anything I want. It's fucking stupid, man. The thing is, if I'm wrong, then who cares? I'm just some random guy in Michigan. What the fuck would you care? I'm just one of thousands of videos that are going right now that you could be watching, but instead you insist on coming here and showing how stupid you are. Good, man. How are you? What the fuck would I talk about Muslims for? Muslims don't affect me. My laws and regulations and all that shit is not fucking affected by goofy ass Muslims. Nice try though. And why would you want me to not talk about what I'm talking about? You can find endless white guys out there talking shit about Muslims. Go watch them. And you can find like-minded people where you can all stroke each other, since none of you are smart enough to apply the same fucking criticism to your own shit. You don't even know why you're Christian. What a fucking dumbass, man. Why? So you can come try to date me, you fucking weirdo? You fucking weirdo. I'm not a child. We know you only like children, so what's your thing?
give it a try and see if this crazy guy is lying even slightly. When I say we tried to die because they told us that we might be
Yeah,
dying
it's
slowly.
Christians don't do anything to affect the way this world works.
Are sealed so tightly they're breathing through their
Oh,
fingers.
how when I do damn stuff? Why don't you just stop watching? You fucking goofy ass making multiple profiles. So 10 years, 3 subscribers, so you can watch me. How about you try to educate me? How about you tell me what I'm wrong about? Guy, God healed my head the other day from spiritual laser beams on my scalp. Yeah, I bet. It's amazing how stupid you guys are. It's embarrassing, man. Believe me, I wish I had like stiffer competition here, right? I wish I had people that were actually reasonably intelligent, but they just don't exist. I'm asking Christians to be intelligent, and it's just not possible. Right? They're just dumb. Your belief structure is based in stupidity, and it's bled into your everything, into your common sense way of looking at things. Lord Jesus, heal me with the head of my Jesus name. Let's see. We're getting doxxed, people. They're doxing. Because again, I'm this important, right? This is how important I am. Just the begging, the pleading. And it's just all stupidity. I appreciate you guys, man. You know, it's just like looking up the Pentagon shit. I promise you guys, if any of these dumbasses actually had a reasonable argument, they'd say it. Right? They'd say it. They're not sitting on this great argument just waiting for the right time to say it. No, they'd say it. If they had something decent to say, if Christians could make any reasonable arguments, they'd say it. Telling you guys, God exists, and those who come to him must have belief he exists. That's not how it works, right? Right?
When your life is going to hell, you give all your pay while you constantly pray. Why don't you hear the bell? Blame Jesus. Blame Jesus.
I think God real hard. So stupid.
And if I sold you that retail, you'd buy every hateful verse. Since their voodoo only works if the fool accepts it does. If the truth is never heard, then you're lying just because he really was a was and now must be on vacation. You live with such a buzz, you must believe in space, man. Controlling information means a lessened need for force. You make drunk and happy slaves when you distract them using sports.
It's fucking incredible. Anyway. You can make anything true with belief. Problem is, it may only be true for you. Well, you know, it's not really how it works. Truth is truth. It doesn't matter whether you believe in it or not. You know? This lighter is pink and blue. It's the truth. There's no way around it. Now you could say, oh, well, it has a white bottom and there's a sticker on it. It's got the red thing. And you can say that stuff. But the truth is, it's pink and blue. And if you're going to deny that it's pink and blue, then you're a stupid ass. And that's how this works. Truth is truth. It doesn't matter what your perspective, what your preference is, whether you like it or not. No. The truth is, children should be completely off limits. Why anybody would find a child attractive is just beyond me. And yet, the number one child raping, trafficking organization in the world is the church of all places. followed by Hollywood and the government. 2 out of the 3 should absolutely not have anything to do with pedophilia. Hollywood is fucking just weird, and you would hope it wouldn't, but it does. Right? I'm only saying that people only believe what they think they see. People believe what they want to believe. That's it. You can be shown all the evidence in the world, and if you don't want to believe it, you won't. Or on the other side, like with religion, you can have literally 0 evidence. No evidence whatsoever. You know, I could pray all day that a sandwich appears in my hand. There's no sandwich going to appear in my hand. Just like I can be like, your stupid God is nothing, it's a piece of shit, it's fucking pedophile, it's fake, it's terrible, it's, you know, no lightning bolts are gonna hit me. But people believe only what they want to believe. People are shit like that. We're all arrogant. They've made us arrogant. You have to be arrogant to maintain most belief structures. A natural instinct is to protect a child. Fuck knows how a pedo exists. Right. Either become a church and live, or either become the church and live, or do something else and don't. That makes no sense. It's just like, the proof is in the pudding, man. Look at, how come they can't actually make any reasonable arguments? How come Christians always go with pull cord nonsense as soon as they get into a corner? They either want to fight, or they start, well, Jesus is king, Jesus is Lord, and that's all they have. It's just arrogance. It's arrogance. You know, the arrogance, every single Christian, all of you, every single one of you is an arrogant piece of shit. And you're going to be like, what? My grandmother's... Yes, she is. Because the reality is, there's not a single fucking Christian out there that can say, yeah, well, I looked into Islam, and I looked into Judaism, and I looked into Scientology, and I looked into the African religion none of you have heard of. And I've looked into all the Chinese stuff, and I've looked into all the Filipino stuff, and I've looked into all the Russian stuff, and I've looked into all the different religions all over the world, and I just debunked them. Boom, debunked. Boom, debunked. Boom, debunked. But then I got to Christianity, and I tried my best to debunk it, and I just couldn't. Nobody says that. Nobody can even begin to say why they're a Christian. Why do you believe Christianity is true, but Islam isn't? What proof do you have? Just like what proof do you have God isn't working through me? You don't have it. It's the same shit, man. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, and people need to understand that. It has nothing to do with your preference. Or maybe it does. You have to change your preferences. You have to want things differently. I want proof before I'm gonna submit, before I'm going to give in, before I'm gonna say I'm gonna attach to something and be okay. I am this thing now. You need to prove it. And if you don't accept, like, you're a moron. Like, you're obviously a moron. If that's not your prime, like, criteria. I have to be able to believe it. I have to be able to explain it before I'm going to believe it. You're right about showing people evidence. They just won't listen. There's a class that's saying you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink the water. Something like that. Yes. What proof do you want? Literally any of it. Anything. I want to know what your proof is, what you have personally experienced that you can only attribute to Christianity, and there's no other reasonable explanation, and it's provable. Let's hear it. Come on, dumbass. Let's see what you have to say. Oh, so the proof is I have to ask Jesus. That's not how that shit works. Why would God make it that way? Well, it's like my kids, you know. I don't feed them unless they say they're hungry. No, I don't take care of my kids unless they ask for it. Get the fuck out of here. It's just stupid. Only Jesus can give you proof. Okay, Jesus, please give me proof Jesus exists. Nope, no Jesus proof. Look at how stupid you are. Zombie Jesus. That's the answer. That's the proof. You're so embarrassingly stupid. It's really unreal. It's really unfucking real. How did that work, man? How did they get so many people to believe? It has to do with fear. You know, it really does have to do with that fear of death and that arrogant need to keep going forever. And I'm going to live forever next to Jesus. And that's it. Otherwise, there's just no fucking anything. It's dumb. It's embarrassing dumbassery, and it's so fucking weird, man. It really is weird. But your Jesus didn't show up. Asked your Jesus for some help. No help. No help. And of course, look at their stupidity. Like, it backfires right in their face. And they still just, stick my chin out. It's crazy. It's crazy. And considering I'm so predictable, you know I'm going to say all this shit tomorrow. So why don't you do something to research, to do something, so that tomorrow you can say, I have proof. I can prove it to you. Let me prove. Here's the proof. Let me show you. Why don't you try that? Okay? Go check out the links. Go watch Hollywoodism. Links in the description. Go watch Hollywoodism. 100% before you do anything else. Go read the Israel Hayom article. It's going to kick you out a bunch of times, but you need to persevere and read this article. It tells you what the ultimate issue is. Somebody needs to be standing up for these Jewish children. And who better than me? Huh? Who better than me? Go get your free download, www.the-bilderberg.group.com. Pretty sure they shut the comments off, which is really interesting. So with all the interference we've gotten today, the last video was just shut down, the Pentagon video. But now they've shut the comments off. So I got nothing but receipts. Links to receipts in the description, along with links to the free music. It's free. Just put 0 in the payment box, and it'll give it to you for free. There's some links to some of the better music videos, at least as far as I'm concerned. Go check those out. Like, share, and sub the Facebook page. Like, share, and sub this page. And most importantly, as always, you fucking pedophiles, kill yourself.